Alright, so greetings, ladies and gentle players. Welcome back to my ever so lovely real board. Do. As you can see, or hear, that's real. Can't be faked. Today begins a lovely new series. As you can see, there is professionals that we're looking at right here. We got Mr. Opponent, who's 3P, and who is the 1P? Who knows? Who knows? Because you see, chat. Lovely, lovely, lovely chat. Them right over here. Ooh, I love that I can point at them. Yeah, these lovely individuals right over here. They made it possible for a brand new series where I'm going to be looking at the first, or essentially one of the first 5 professional games that was played officially from some of the top professionals of the last couple of decades. This is the professional in question, and I've hidden their name, and hopefully it's not in the title either, so you can play along with our lovely chat over here to see if you can guess who this person is, or even what year this game was played. Because who knows? I've got some of the more modern ones I'll be going over, so like Shinjin So and Mr. Keiji and Mr. Shibano Torimaru. They're all top players. Ichiro Kiryu, he's someone else I'm going to be doing. Park Jung-won. Going to be looking at one of his games eventually. Some older ones reaching back to Lee Chang-ho. Maybe Cho Hun-yun. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just going to have fun with it and just, keep pulling some of the top pros and see what their first game was like. Can we see part of the strength that they grew into? Or was it completely oblivious at the time? Who knows? Who knows? But we're starting with this one. All right. So, our mystery opponent, who I must always try to not say the friggin' name of, must not say the name of, starts off as black. In the upper right hand corner, 3P opponent. Lower left, denying anything and everything. Now I will say, I will be posting on YouTube the name probably in the chat somehow. I think I can put like a spoiler thing there or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but it'll be somewhere down below. 444 from our professional. 3P throwing down 3-4. So we have a 3-4-4-4, 2-4-4-4-4. It's you. I remember the board position from one of my games. Yep. There you go. Approaching high, upper left. Backing off small knight. We don't, I've never been a really big fan of backing off small knight on this, but hey, some things are as they are. Going into settle. And block. Getting a nice little thing here. Playing full-on Jiseki. Okie dokie. Small knight? Large knight. Simple settling. Into splitting. All right. Old-timey split, some people might call it. Black approach is close. Okie dokie. 2 space here. Not 3. If you do 3 space, then you might get like this one into something like this, into something like this, into there, into out, something like that. Into, wait, what? and something like that, and something like that. And this whole Joseki is just kind of stupid, but it was played once upon a time. Apparently, not this time, but once upon a time, it was played. So close into 2 space, into large knight. Large knight's interesting because it's kind of baiting a 3/3 invasion. Because if you 3/3, you're probably going to be blocking and potentially hitting these 2 stones. So this for the attack on there is pretty cool. I like it. Good to remember. White's like, I ain't going to go 3/3. Black's like, well, then I'm enclosing. Now, you could have played here if you wanted to, but it's always been kind of regarded a little bit slow. And then try to play something like this in the future, because you can cut off and kill the 1 stone. Could do. But instead, go ahead and grab that. If you play here, you might also play here if they take the 3/3 in the upper right. And then we can build this area. White won't allow it. We've got the lovely little enclosure here. Black's move. Very, very important move. Because right now, we've got corner, 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 side. Little bit of a side, but a little slow. Like we could play here. Back in the day, Li Cheng-ho, for example, might play something like that just to remain solid. Nowadays, we might play here. And then just play something like this. Just take this fight for whatever reason. Could do that one. In this game, however, Black decides we are attacking in the upper left-hand corner. Quite severely, I might add. But White says, no, you will not. You fuel. My corner is strong. I'm attacking you. And thus, our first fight of the game will commence. Now, the 1 space jump is rarely wrong, so we could play something like that. If we lean here, then you're putting pressure on your stones, so you don't want to do that. And instead, we have a little bit of a kick. Attacking for Sente. Following up. Following up. Oops, sorry. There we go. Glass stone. And extension. Picking up some 4th line territory. White is settling, however. White then gets some shape. Very, very calm and solid and simple. What will Black do about this? Black decides. Hit shape. Simple. Fix shape. Also simple. Very, very simple indeed. Honey. Another very simple move. Poor pincering stone. Because this sequence seemed to be Sente. Black has to follow up on top of the board. Now, admittedly, the upside to this is White might get a big move on the left-hand side later on. White's like, I'll win on territory. Yeah. This stupid little 1-don. Because remember, this is either the first or one of the first couple of professional games played by this player. So they're a new professional, Black is. Black is a new professional. And white must be like, I'm just going to win on points. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Taking some more points. Expandoramus. Pincer because strong, therefore attack. Makes sense. 1 point jump is rarely wrong. Now we're in a bit of a jumping battle. Jump. Into jump. Into jump. If we don't do that, like let's say he took his territory as well. Well, then you have to figure you are now under attack. This is why jumping battles are slightly annoying, because the first time you decide not to jump anymore, then you're going to get the old cappy doodle on you. We're still a jumping. White says, I will attack you. This is influence. Therefore, I'm attacking this right here. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Stupid new Wandon. Very simple. If we played something like this and strengthen the stone, this area becomes very, very annoying to fight in. Because you can see here, this stone's not very happy at what you just did. It's not happy about that at all, right? It's very, it's very, very sad. It's just very, very sad. So we don't want to do that. If we do this, what are we doing, double-digit Qs? Do you know what we're doing? It seems like we're inviting our opponent to just take the corner. Isn't that weird? Why would we do that? Why would we ever do that? That seems stupid. We're just going to watch our corner die? Watch all the territory we built up here go away? Why would you ever want to do something that crazy? If you're sitting there thinking to yourself, but wait, DDK white would die here. Oh, you think the invasion dies? Invasion does not die. Like, you could just, like, herp-de-derp this invasion into living, right? You can be like, herp-derp, derp-derp. Yeah, you don't die. Or just keep pushing. I mean, whatever way you want to do it. Right? Still got some push over there. Yeah, you don't die. You're good. The question is, what, if anything, is white or black doing? Well, if white is giving black a wall here, then we can attack these three stones. Muhaha, ha 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 ha, muhaha ha ha. And now we start to see the method of black's madness. Now, this accomplishes something very, very similar, only it's seeking to create more cutting points while doing it. So we've got similar thing. It's just there's more cutting points now. You could just extend and you'd live. But then they have more cutting points. Black says, I'm not going to let you live easily. I am going to fight you. White's like, okay. Fight over, I am now alive. Like, no. The fight is not over. You are not alive, there is a cutting point. White says, well, there's no cutting point anymore. Poke. Connect. And now we see the problem. Because black can now play here. And black can now play here. So you can see the idea behind what's going on. We try to keep ourselves solid. He's making good shape. And now he's doing a little splitty attack. He's got aggression on his mind, clearly. But it comes at a cost. This is not an insignificant amount of territory. He did pick himself up some, which means 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10. We need at least 10 points off this attack. This is known as the updog attack. You can find it on Sensei's library. There's a move I just referred to. What's up, dog? I'm 12. All right, so we got the diagonal. If this is dead, it's worth a lot more than like 10, 12 points. So white's like, don't kill me. Black's like, I'm all out of that. I'm going to kill you. To which white's like, what if you didn't? Just hypothetically, what if you didn't kill me? Black is like, well, what if I did? But what if you didn't? But what if I did? But what if you didn't? Stab, 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 stab. And take. And Dublatari. That is most definitely more than 10 points, dare I say. White's like, I'm not dead yet. White's like, yeah, I ain't dead. It's just a flesh wound. It's fine. I'm going to play a move everyone's going to love in order to try to live here. Everyone's going to love it. You're going to look at that and you'll be like, now that right there is a professional move. You ready for it? Are you mentally prepared? There you go. There you go. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what? You're thinking to yourself, that is the most beautiful move that I have ever seen before in my life. Well, the idea here is quite simple. If we Atari on the outside, then yeah, that's all I got, really. Yeah, that's about all I got. I mean, we've got like this one, defend into like, well, probably this defend maybe, into like this, into maybe peeping and then going through or cutting, probably peeping and then cutting, and then maybe attacking both of those or something. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Either way, black is like, this move here is an interesting one. But I don't care. I'm keeping my points. White gets outside. Intriguing. And cut. And extend. And get more stones. There we go. White turns, taking some extra points. Black is forced to defend to keep his points and not be dead. Very, very important. Very, very important indeed. Got the Atari. Okay. Now, as long as we don't Atari down, we're fine. You Atari down, you kind of made a little whoopie doopie. Black goes ahead and Ataris. White gets to drop down because now if white connects, this dies. That would not be great. So not fantastic shape here. The wedge between the 1-point jump, it did a thing. It actually did a thing. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Further reduction. Black's like, fine, fine, fine. Further reduction because the stones were not completely killed off. Make sure you're nice and strong. Make sure you can't go under. And now, it would appear that white got a bit more points. While black reinforces what he already had. Interesting. This connection's interesting because it defends the only weak-ish group that white has. So he's playing pretty solid. Extends. Pretty big move. Got a weakness. Hane. Double Hane. It is looking like black is kind of getting a little bit pushed around, with the exception that this is a very large area. And the top is no slouch either. I hate this move. Always have, always will. Very end-gamey right now. Very end-gamey. It's like, okay, let's make sure that everything is, yeah, let's just wrap it up. I got all the points I need. It's fine. Yep. No problems whatsoever. But black asks a question. That question is, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? That is the question. This group looks dead? Yeah, this group kind of got surrounded and killed. And it's worth 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. But this was worth a decent amount too. Plus, we picked up some territory here. Hard to say who actually got the better off there, Marinda. White answer. Black connect. And white's like, I keep reducing you. Black's like, look. You are not completely alive yet. White's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, New Dawn? You gonna try to kill me? Can't. You literally just made professional. There's nothing you can do against me. I'm a 3-Dan professional. I've been playing for years. You're only a 1-Dan professional. You suck. Just make sure you're alive. Just make sure you're alive. Nice solid move. Now we can kill the stones. Decent pickup. White's like, okay. This is fine. White's like, I will cut you. Black's like, or White's like, you will not cut me. Stupid. I'm going to defend. Just like so. And now I'm going to threaten to kill you, potentially, with one move. What are you going to do? You going to go to Co? You going to go to Co? You give me the chance to take this stone, you lose the game, I'll kill everything. You're not going to Co. Don't even pretend like you're going to Co. It's not going to happen. What do you think, chat? Anyone have any idea who these players could be or what decade this game was even played in? Any have any idea? What are you thinking? Well, it's like, yep, I'm just gonna kill everything. I'm gonna kill everything. Played in the early 70s. Okay. Black's like, forcing move. Do 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 do. A forcing move. Bum bum bum. A forcing move. Black is on the hunt. Do 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 do. Like, you are trying to kill me. But all of this is predicated on the idea that I'm not going to allow this code to take place. Well, you're right, I'm not. But you can see he's building. Like, if he gets a move like here, that's a pretty sizable amount of middle, right? So Black's last move was here. After doot, doot, doot. White now move. White's like, you suck. Black's like, no, I don't. I'm a future pro. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. I'm a future pro. No one's even going to know your name. Because I'm a future pro. Looks Japanese. I guess Shibano. I guess Hikaru? What? I'd say 80s, 90s. Ooh. So many guesses. And YouTube, feel free. You can guess too in the comments down below. Drawn back. We hunt. Now this is getting scary. It's getting kind of close to these stones, huh? White's like, I'm about to revive all of my stones. Black's like, I dare you. I flipping dare you to do it. I double dog dare you. You won't. You don't have the stones to... Okay, you did. Huh. Right. You do, in point of fact, have the stones to do that. Okay. Not a problem. I'm gonna attack the other group then. Light's like, no, you're not. I'm alive. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Look, I'm gonna kill you. And White's like, no, you're not. You've not been playing long enough to try to kill me. And Black's like, yeah, I have. You trying to be greedy? I'll kill you. No, you won't. I can be as greedy as I want. Are you trying to pretend to be some kind of solid, strong player or something? Don't make me laugh. Defense. Cuts is because it's a legit move, but if you play here, you're going to be very, very sad because it makes that a forcing move to get that eye. We got to connect. And then we extend. So we got to defend the 2 stones now. Mind if I am completely fine? You do mind if I'm completely fine. Got it. Okay. Understood. Well, we're okay. I'm gonna pet my investment. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Go to Co? Oh, you are gonna go to Co. Okay. Yep, you are gonna do that. Okie dokie. Well, here we go. Picnic Co. I dare you to Co. I dare you to Co. Oh, you're not gonna go to Co. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Like I've been telling you all along, you weren't gonna go to Co. You were joshing. Connect. Now, it is at this point, I feel like I need to point out he only has the one eye here. Yeah, it's all he's got. All he's got. All he's got. All he's got. White's like, I'm fine. Black's like, no, you're not. White's like, I got a lot of liberties. I'm okay. And Black's like, no, you're not. Someone might be misreading this fight, but who is it? Is it our future top professional? Or is it the 3-don? Who knows? Who knows? I'm fine. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. No, you're not. But I am. I don't think so. But I am. Are you, though? Yep. Now you're cut off. Now you're cut off. Future professional. What are you going to do with all those stones there, sir, if that is your real name? Threaten to kill everything. Ooh, good play. Defend. Atari. And take. Stones are getting messy. Sorry, too many of them are interacting with each other. It always happens on a real board. And take. Oh my, I didn't just do that. And that is a lesson in physics. Yeah. Yep, that traveled through all the stones and messed up a bunch of them. That right there's a lesson in physics for you, chat. Sorry. Gotta be careful when they're this packed because, yeah, the force of it will go zzz. Even though, you know, the sound of the stone hitting the board is always really nice, but yeah. Take. Atari. And Duke. Not. Take, I said. Not fill. There we go. And there we go with that. Now that one's huge. Make sure we can deal with that capture race. And that's an Atari. Need more stones, need more stones. Now, this is an interesting move here. Because are these stones an Atari? Yes, they absolutely are. But you will take note, White's next move is here. Why? Simple. Can Black take these right now? Yes, but then these will fall. So then White would have this territory. white would have this territory, white would have up here, and black would have this corner. These are alive now, remember, because we have 2 eyes. So they would have this corner and this, and that's it. And white says, that'll be enough to win me the game. So, an interesting decision for sure. Black's like, we're fine. And get that stone off me. Proceeding to try to go to capture race. Same. And back to capture. Like, ha. Ha. Get out of that one now, fool. Okay. Can I kill you again? No. Okay. Well, then you can't cut me. Can't cut you, huh? Okay. That's fine. Just take a few more stones here, you know? Yep. Just like so. On it to try to kill. Yeah, it's not going to be a thing. We'll Atari. And connect. And Atari. And connect. And Atari. Not looking great for these black stones. Back to Co. And whoops. Cut. Extend. Nicely read, nicely read. Way to go, way to go, way to go. And connect. Dun dun dun. Black goes to Atari. White goes to Atari. Black takes. Whoops. White takes. Black takes again. And takes. Connects. Atari. Into Atari. Into Atari. Into take. Threatens to kill. Take. And void. That is a triple Co. You're right. Black just took that. Yeah. So white would take here. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. And therein lies the problem. Because you can't fix that. Black can't connect. And therein lies the problem. All he could do is take, which would then take, which would then take, which would then take, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So the game is void. Now that is a pretty interesting way to start your Go career. Who is it, chat? Someone a top professional in the last couple of decades, began their Go career with a triple co. Those are frickin' rare. The calculator guy? Shinjin So? You're voting Shinjin So? This is a Japanese game? Interesting. Black is Isidol. One of the most aggressive players in the history, well, the recent history of ever. Lee Sedol. And you knew he was going to be a crazy person because one of his very first professional games, Triple Go. People go their entire Go career without getting into a Triple Co. I think this was his like second game or something. So he did it immediately. Lee Sedol was crazy when you think about like all of the games that he's played. Because he obviously did the AlphaGo stuff, right? Which was pretty cool. He also did the Triple Co, which is pretty cool. He also has the Broken Ladder game, which a lot of people remember, which is pretty insane. But yeah, good old Lee Sedol. Not surprising that he became known for his insane aggression, given how his games friggin' started.